Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige. Today I have a very unique type of trope or genre of romance that I have only 2 recommendations for because it is super rare. I've only read 2 books with it that are, strictly romance, and I am on the search for more. So if you have any recommendations for me, please let me know because this is such an interesting trope. I don't see anybody talk about it, and so I wanted to let you know about it. So this is Prosopagnosia, which is a disorder, and it's commonly known as face blindness, but this is a disorder of the brain where you cannot recognize people's faces. You cannot recognize your own face. You just cannot remember what anybody looks like. None of the features are identifiable. You just have to go off on, names, what the person kind of smells like, what their clothes they're wearing, type of thing, because you just cannot recognize anybody. It is super unique, and I've only read 2 books that has this in it, and I loved reading them, and I kind of wanted to bring more awareness to this and also ask you guys if you have read anything like this. And so yeah, let me go ahead and let you know what those 2 books are. So the first book that I read that had this in it, and I didn't know about it until I read this book, is Trusting Taylor by Susan Stoker. This is the second book in the Silverstone Towing series. Susan Stoker writes a lot of kind of romantic suspense. It's military usually. These guys that are friends, and they used to be in the military together as in a special forces group, are kind of now retired, and they still though are the military, and the FBI still hires them to do jobs for them, like very high super secret jobs. But they also started a towing company, and that's kind of like what they're known for, is a towing company. But when they're not there, they're off doing these high special ops jobs for the military and FBI. So this is the second book in the series, and this guy meets this girl at the grocery store. They kind of see a crime happen, and the police want to, use her to identify the suspect. And she says that she cannot because she has this disorder, and he is just really intrigued with her, and they get to know each other. They start seeing each other, and he learns that she has this disorder, and they start wearing name tags at his towing company, when he takes her there, because she can't identify anybody. She doesn't even know what he looks like. And he also has a cute nickname for her, so whenever she hears that, she knows that it's him. And it was just really cute. I'd never heard of it before, and I really enjoyed reading about it. This was definitely my favorite book in that series. And she does end up getting stalked by her stalker, and I think he eventually kidnaps her, or tries to, and he has to rescue her from that situation. It's definitely a good book, and what introduced me to this disorder. And the second book that I read with this in it is Seeing Blind by Poppy Dell. This is an romance, and it is kind of light on the romance. It's not as spicy, but it was super, still has that same trope in it, and it is a romance. So the guy who has this disorder still lives at home. His mom and his dad and his sister, they're super protective of him since he has this disorder. He creates an account on this dating website because he is looking for, a partner, and he is talking to this guy, but he also goes to this coffee shop almost daily, and eventually he's actually been talking to the guy who works at the coffee shop on the dating website. And the coffee guy eventually puts 2 and 2 together, that he knows that he's the guy that he's been talking to, and he's super confused as to why the guy who's been coming in for coffee has not recognized him from his profile picture. And So he eventually learns that he has this disorder, that he cannot recognize people. And this was their romance, and it was super cute. And I really enjoyed both of these books so much. So if you have any recommendations for me with this, you know, this particular trope, let me know. And I definitely recommend these. Also, if you have not read any books with this kind of trope, please do. I wish I had more to recommend, but it's just so rare. I've not really found any that are written with this particular trope, this disorder. So those are my 2 recommendations for the day. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.